There comes a moment in every person's life when they realize something powerful. The life they want will not appear by chance. It will be created by choice. Real transformation does not come from one big decision. It comes from the small choices you make every single day. The quiet habits that no one applauds. The moments when you choose growth over comfort, discipline over distraction, and purpose over excuses. Many people believe that success, happiness, and fulfillment belong only to a lucky few. But the truth is much simpler and much more empowering. Your daily habits shape the direction of your life. What you repeatedly do becomes who you eventually become. If you change your habits, you change your life. Not next year, not someday, but starting today. The most successful and fulfilled people in the world do not rely on motivation alone. Motivation fades. Emotions change. Circumstances shift. But habits remain. Habits create consistency, and consistency builds a future you can be proud of. Today, we are going to explore 3 daily habits that have the power to completely transform your life. These are not complicated strategies or unrealistic routines. They are simple, powerful practices that, when repeated every day, can unlock your confidence, your purpose, and your potential. The first habit is about mastering your morning. The second habit focuses on protecting and strengthening your mindset. And the third habit will teach you how to take daily action toward the life you truly want. These 3 habits may sound simple, but their impact is extraordinary. Because when you control how you begin your day, when you guard what enters your mind, and when you move forward with consistent action, something incredible begins to happen. Your life starts to change. Your confidence grows. Your energy increases. Your focus sharpens. And slowly, the life you once dreamed about starts becoming the life you are actually living. But here is the truth many people overlook. Transformation does not happen overnight. It happens through daily commitment. It happens when you wake up and choose growth again and again. It happens when you refuse to allow yesterday's failures to define today's possibilities. It happens when you decide that your future matters more than your comfort zone. The person you will become 5 years from now is being shaped by the habits you practice today. Every morning you wake up with a choice. You can repeat the same patterns that keep you stuck, or you can build the habits that move you forward. And when you choose growth, when you choose discipline, and when you choose purpose every single day, your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. Today is not just another ordinary day. It is a new opportunity, a new beginning, a new chance to build the life you deserve. And it starts with 3 powerful daily habits. Let's begin. Every great day begins with a powerful decision, made in the quiet moments of the morning. Before the world starts making demands on your time, before notifications begin to fill your phone, and before stress begins to shape your mood, there is a small window of opportunity that belongs entirely to you. That window is your morning. What you do during the first hour after you wake up has the power to influence your focus, your energy, and your mindset for the entire day. Yet many people surrender this powerful moment without even realizing it. They wake up and immediately reach for their phone. They rush out of bed already feeling behind. They allow stress and distractions to take control before their day has even truly begun. But people who transform their lives treat mornings differently. They understand that mornings are not just the beginning of a day, they are the foundation of a successful life. When you learn to master your morning, you begin to master your mindset. The first habit that can change your life forever is creating a purposeful morning routine. It does not have to be complicated or overwhelming. In fact, the most powerful routines are often the simplest ones. Start by waking up with intention instead of reaction. Instead of immediately diving into the noise of the world, take a few minutes to center yourself. Breathe deeply. Allow your mind to wake up with calmness rather than chaos. This small pause creates clarity and emotional balance. Next, practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional shifts you can create in your life. When you begin your morning by acknowledging what you already have, you train your mind to focus on abundance instead of lack. Think about 3 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big or dramatic. Sometimes the most meaningful blessings are the simplest one is your health, your family, the opportunity to start a new day. Gratitude transforms the way you see the world. It shifts your mindset from frustration to appreciation, from stress to calmness. Another powerful part of a strong morning routine is movement. Your body and mind are deeply connected. When you move your body, you awaken your energy and activate your focus. A short walk, light stretching, or a few minutes of exercise can dramatically increase your mental clarity and emotional strength. You do not need an intense workout to experience the benefits. Even 10 minutes of intentional movement can improve your mood and boost your confidence for the day ahead. After moving your body, spend a few minutes feeding your mind with something positive. This could be reading a few pages of an inspiring book, listening to an uplifting message, or reflecting on your goals and dreams. What you allow into your mind in the morning shapes your thinking patterns throughout the day. If the first thing you consume is negativity, complaints, or fear, that energy will follow you everywhere. But if you fill your mind with inspiration, purpose, and belief, you begin your day with strength. Finally, set a clear intention for the day. Ask yourself one simple question. What kind of person do I want to be today? Not just what you want to accomplish, but who you want to become. Do you want to be patient, focused, kind, courageous? When you choose your intention, you create a compass that guides your actions and decisions. Your morning does not have to be perfect. Some days will be busy, and some days will be challenging. But the goal is consistency, not perfection. Even a simple 20-minute routine can transform your mindset over time. Because when you begin your day with clarity, gratitude, movement, and intention, you are no longer reacting to life. You are leading it. And when you win the morning, you begin to win the day. One of the most powerful truths about life is this. The quality of your life is deeply connected to the quality of your thoughts. Your mindset influences how you respond to challenges, how you see opportunities, and how you view yourself. 2 people can face the exact same situation, yet their outcomes will be completely different because of the way they think. Your mind is like a garden. Every thought you plant becomes a seed. Over time, those seeds grow into beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors that shape your life. If you constantly plant seeds of doubt, fear, negativity, and comparison, your life will begin to reflect those emotions. You will see obstacles instead of opportunities. You will focus on limitations instead of possibilities. But if you intentionally plant seeds of belief, courage, gratitude, and determination, your life will grow in a completely different direction. That is why the second daily habit that can change your life forever is learning to protect and strengthen your mindset. Every day, your mind is exposed to hundreds of influences. Social media, news, conversations, criticism, opinions, and distractions. Without realizing it, many people allow these influences to shape their beliefs about themselves and their potential. They start to believe they are not good enough. They start to believe success belongs to someone else. They start to believe their dreams are unrealistic. Over time, these negative beliefs quietly limit what they are willing to try, pursue, or achieve. But the truth is, the greatest limitation you will ever face is not outside of you. It is inside your mind. That is why protecting your mindset is not optional. It is essential. The first step is becoming aware of your thoughts. Many people move through life on autopilot, never questioning the internal voice that speaks inside their mind. But that voice matters more than any outside opinion. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," challenge that thought. Ask yourself if it is truly true or if it is simply fear trying to keep you comfortable. Replace limiting thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," say, "This is challenging, but I can learn." Instead of thinking, "I'm not ready," tell yourself, "I am growing and improving every day." These small shifts may seem simple, but they slowly reprogram your mindset. Another important way to protect your mindset is by being intentional about what you consume mentally. If your day is filled with negative news, toxic conversations, and constant comparison on social media, your mind will absorb that energy. But if you spend time reading inspiring ideas, listening to uplifting messages, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, your thinking will begin to expand. Your mind becomes stronger when you feed it with growth. The people you spend time with also influence your mindset. Energy is contagious. When you surround yourself with people who believe in growth, possibility, and purpose, their attitude lifts you higher. But when you constantly listen to voices filled with doubt, criticism, and negativity, it slowly drains your confidence. Choose your environment wisely. And finally, practice self-belief every single day. Believing in yourself does not mean you will never face fear or uncertainty. It means you refuse to let those emotions stop you from moving forward. Confidence is not built by waiting until you feel ready. Confidence is built by taking action even when you feel unsure. Every time you push through doubt and keep going, your belief grows stronger. Your mindset is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It can either limit your future or unlock it. When you protect your thoughts, feed your mind with positivity, and choose belief over fear, something extraordinary begins to happen. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is stuck, and you start seeing yourself as someone who is capable of creating the life you truly want. Dreams are powerful. They inspire us, motivate us, and give us a vision of what life could become. But dreams alone are not enough to change a life. The bridge between a dream and reality is action. Many people spend years thinking about the life they want. They imagine success, happiness, financial freedom, or personal growth. They talk about their goals with excitement and passion, but when it comes to taking daily action, hesitation appears. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait until they feel completely ready. They wait until fear disappears. But the truth is, the perfect moment rarely arrives. Life changes when you stop waiting and start moving. That is why the third daily habit that can transform your life forever is committing to consistent action. Success is not built in a single dramatic moment. It is built through small steps repeated day after day. These steps may seem insignificant in the beginning, but over time they create extraordinary results. Think about any meaningful achievement. Behind it are thousands of small efforts that happened when no one was watching. A person who writes a book does not finish it in one day. They write a few pages every day. A person who becomes physically strong does not transform overnight. They train consistently, one workout at a time. A person who builds a successful career or business does not succeed through luck alone. They take action, learn from mistakes, adjust their strategy, and keep moving forward. Progress is created through daily commitment. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to take action is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of making mistakes. But here is a powerful truth: mistakes are not the opposite of success. They are part of the journey toward it. Every successful person you admire has experienced failure, rejection, and uncertainty. The difference is they did not allow those moments to stop them. Instead, they used them as lessons that made them stronger and wiser. Taking action does not mean everything will work perfectly. It means you are willing to learn, adapt, and grow. Another reason people avoid action is because their goals feel overwhelming. When a dream looks too big, it can create paralysis instead of motivation. The solution is simple: break your goals into small, manageable steps. Instead of focusing only on the final result, focus on the next step you can take today. Ask yourself each morning, what is one action I can take today that moves me closer to my goal? It might be learning a new skill, improving your knowledge, reaching out to someone, practicing your craft, or dedicating time to something meaningful. These small steps build momentum, and momentum creates confidence. Over time, those daily actions compound into something powerful. What once seemed impossible begins to feel achievable. Another important part of consistent action is discipline. Motivation can be helpful, but it is unreliable. Some days you will feel excited and inspired. Other days you will feel tired or discouraged. Discipline means you continue moving forward, even on the days when motivation is missing. It means you honor your commitment to your goals, regardless of your mood. When action becomes a habit, progress becomes inevitable. Imagine where your life could be 1 year from now if you committed to improving just a little bit every single day. Small progress each day becomes massive transformation over time. Your dreams are not meant to remain ideas in your mind. They are meant to become experiences in your life. But that transformation begins the moment you stop waiting and start acting. One step today, another step tomorrow, and before you realize it, those small daily actions will lead you to a life you once only imagined. One of the most powerful habits you can build in your life is the habit of self-reflection. In a world that is constantly moving fast, many people spend their days reacting to situations, solving problems, and chasing goals without ever pausing to ask an important question. Am I becoming the person I truly want to be? Growth does not happen automatically just because time passes. Real growth happens when you take the time to reflect, learn, and adjust your direction. Self-reflection is the practice of stepping back from your busy life and honestly looking at your thoughts, actions, and choices. It allows you to understand what is working, what is not working, and what changes you need to make to move closer to the life you want. Without reflection, it is easy to repeat the same mistakes again and again. But when you pause and evaluate your experiences, every day becomes an opportunity to learn and improve. One of the simplest ways to practice self-reflection is by asking yourself a few powerful questions at the end of each day. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I improve tomorrow? Did my actions move me closer to the person I want to become? These questions help you develop awareness about your behavior and your mindset. Self-awareness is one of the most important qualities for personal growth. When you understand your strengths, you can build on them. When you recognize your weaknesses, you can begin to improve them. Another powerful benefit of self-reflection is that it helps you stay aligned with your purpose. Sometimes people get so busy trying to meet expectations from others that they forget to listen to their own values and dreams. Reflection creates a moment of honesty where you reconnect with what truly matters to you. It helps you remember why you started. It reminds you of the bigger picture behind your efforts. Self-reflection also allows you to turn mistakes into valuable lessons. Everyone makes mistakes. No one lives a perfect life. But successful and fulfilled people treat mistakes differently. Instead of allowing failure to define them, they use it as a teacher. When something goes wrong, reflection helps you ask, what did this experience teach me? How can I grow from this situation? Every challenge carries a lesson if you are willing to look for it. Another powerful tool for reflection is journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps you process your emotions, clarify your ideas, and organize your goals. A journal becomes a mirror of your journey, showing how far you have come and where you still want to go. Over time, journaling helps you recognize patterns in your thinking and behavior. You begin to see what inspires you, what holds you back, and what truly motivates you. Reflection is not about criticizing yourself or focusing on your flaws. It is about learning with honesty and compassion. It is about giving yourself the chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more aware each day. Even a few minutes of reflection can make a powerful difference. When you pause, think, and evaluate your experiences, you begin to live more intentionally. Your actions become more purposeful, your decisions become wiser, and your progress becomes more meaningful. Life moves quickly, but growth happens when you slow down long enough to understand yourself. When you practice self-reflection daily, you do more than simply live your life. You actively shape it. Many people spend years searching for happiness in achievement, possessions, or recognition. They believe that once they reach a certain level of success, they will finally feel fulfilled. But the truth is, the deepest sense of fulfillment does not come only from what you achieve for yourself. It comes from the difference you make in the lives of others. A life that is focused only on personal gain can feel empty over time. But a life connected to purpose, kindness, and service creates a lasting sense of meaning. That is why the fifth habit that can change your life forever is learning to serve others and live with purpose every day. Serving others does not always mean making grand gestures or changing the world overnight. Often, it begins with small actions that show care, compassion, and understanding. It can be encouraging someone who is struggling. It can be helping someone learn something valuable. It can be offering your time, attention, or support to someone who needs it. These small acts of kindness may seem simple, but their impact can be powerful. When you focus on lifting others, something remarkable happens within you. Your perspective begins to change. Instead of constantly worrying about your own problems, you start to see life from a wider and more meaningful point of view. You realize that your presence, your words, and your actions have the ability to bring light into someone else's day. And that realization creates a deep sense of purpose. Living with purpose means understanding that your life has value beyond your personal success. It means recognizing that your experiences, talents, and knowledge can inspire and help others. Each person has something unique to offer the world. Your story can give someone hope. Your lessons can guide someone who feels lost. Your kindness can restore someone's faith in people. Purpose gives direction to your efforts. It transforms ordinary actions into meaningful contributions. Another important part of living with purpose is aligning your daily choices with your values. When your actions reflect what truly matters to you, life begins to feel more authentic and fulfilling. Instead of chasing approval or comparison, you begin to live according to your own sense of meaning. Purpose also strengthens your resilience during difficult times. When your life is connected to something greater than personal comfort, challenges feel less overwhelming. You understand that your journey is not only about immediate results but about long-term impact. Even during setbacks, purpose reminds you why you must keep moving forward. Serving others also builds stronger connections with people around you. Kindness and compassion create trust, respect, and unity. These relationships enrich your life in ways that money or status never could. At the end of life, people rarely measure their happiness by how much they owned or how famous they became. Instead, they remember the lives they touched, the kindness they shared, and the positive impact they created. When you make service and purpose a daily habit, your life becomes bigger than your own worries and fears. You wake up each day with the opportunity to contribute something meaningful to the world. And that is one of the most powerful transformations a person can experience. Because when you live with purpose and lift others along the way, you don't just change your own life. You help change the world around you. Real transformation does not happen in one dramatic moment. It happens quietly, through the habits you practice every single day. The truth is, your future is not determined by luck, talent, or perfect circumstances. Your future is shaped by the choices you make repeatedly. Every morning you wake up, you are writing the next chapter of your life. The habits you choose today will slowly build the person you become tomorrow. When you master your morning, you begin your day with clarity and intention, instead of stress and distraction. When you protect your mindset, you guard your thoughts from negativity and fill your mind with belief, strength, and possibility. When you take consistent action, you move your dreams from imagination into reality, one step at a time. When you practice self-reflection, you grow wiser each day, learning from your experiences and becoming more aware of the person you are becoming. And when you serve others and live with purpose, your life gains a deeper meaning that goes far beyond personal success. These 5 habits may appear simple, but their power lies in consistency. Small daily actions compound over time. What feels like a tiny effort today becomes a life-changing transformation in the future. A single positive habit repeated for months and years can reshape your confidence, your opportunities, and your entire direction in life. Many people wait for the perfect moment to change their lives. They believe they must feel completely ready, motivated, or certain before they begin. But the truth is, change begins the moment you decide to start. Not next year, not someday, but today. You do not need to change everything overnight. You simply need to take the first step and commit to improving a little bit every day. One better decision, one better habit, one step forward. Over time, those small steps build unstoppable momentum. And one day you will look back and realize that the life you once dreamed about began with a few simple daily habits. Your future is not waiting somewhere far away. It is being built right now by the choices you make today. So start small. Stay consistent. Believe in your ability to grow. Because when you change your daily habits, you do more than improve your routine. You change your life forever.